Imagine lush farmlands under attack, not by human attackers, but by a huge group of 1,000,000 monkeys, where farmers show the clever and dramatic ways to protect their crops. From smart traps to careful gun use, every moment is full of tension and surprising ideas. Stay with us as we explore how human creativity fights nature's chaos in a battle for survival that you won't believe. Monkeys are known for their intelligence and agility, making them clever at getting what they want. However, their presence can cause significant damage to farming areas. Humans have introduced many species of monkeys into new environments, intentionally or unintentionally. These non-native species can quickly reproduce and become a nuisance to local farmers. The intensive and continuous increase in wildlife issues is a conflict that is now recognized worldwide. One of the most common and widespread conversations between humans and wildlife is crop foraging or raiding. Crop foraging can be defined as free-ranging animals moving from their natural habitat into agricultural land to feed on crops that humans grow for their consumption. Monkeys, with their high intelligence and adaptability, are notorious for causing significant crop damage. This seriously threatens farmers who depend on their harvest for income and food. As the human population grows and encroaches upon wildlife habitats, conflicts like this are becoming more common. Thousands of monkeys are found in the forest of South Africa, which is the main reason for the massive damage to crops every year. Vervet monkeys are viewed as pests. According to statistics, there are about 350,000 baboons living in South Africa, reflecting the development and adaptation of this animal in the natural environment. Monkeys feed on crops, causing heavy damage. They climb into farms and jump from one tree to another. They damage crops by pulling out the fruits, flowers, and stems. Sometimes they even uproot entire plants and destroy fencing around farms. This primate species in South Africa has a somewhat skewed distribution, with the Western Cape Province being the most prominent here area, such as the Cape Peninsula Cape Wheels and the Overberg region, are home to many baboons because the habitat here is highly suitable and close to urban areas where food is readily available. Monkeys feed on crops, causing heavy damage. They climb into farms and jump from one tree to another. They damage crops by pulling out the fruits, flowers, and stems. Sometimes they even uproot entire plants and destroy fencing around farms. Farmers have tried various methods to deal with monkey invasions, including scare tactics and physical barriers. However, these traditional methods have proven ineffective against such a large group of monkeys. Farmers must be creative and think outside the box to control monkeys effectively. To this end, farmers have recently turned to more creative and innovative solutions, such as traps and guns. One method is the use of traps strategically placed around farms. The best way to trap them is by making several strategic bridges to the farm. Construct these bridges using long sticks placed in the forks of sturdy branch sticks. Attracted by the abundance of crops in the field, the monkeys will naturally use these bridges to enter the farm. As they cross, one of the unsuspecting monkeys will inevitably be caught in the carefully set trap. Ensure the trap is discreetly hidden and robust enough to hold the monkey securely, so as not to alarm the rest of the troop. Regularly check and maintain the bridges and traps for effectiveness. Another simple but effective method is a jar with a small opening tied to a tree with a large piece of the monkey's favorite food inside. When the monkey reaches for the food, they can't pull their hand out of the jar as long as they hold the fruit. This clever trap exploits the monkey's unwillingness to let go, capturing them without causing any harm. Traps are strategically placed around farmlands to capture invading monkeys, often drawn to crops like bananas, maize, and other fruits. These traps are designed to only target the specific species of monkey causing damage, ensuring that other harmless animals are not harmed. Farmers usually check the traps daily to ensure the captured monkeys stay confined for only a short time. Once caught, the monkeys are released back into their natural habitat far from the farms, where they will have access to food and water but pose no threat to agriculture. This method not only protects the crops, thereby securing the farmer's livelihood, but also ensures the safety and well-being of the monkeys. By relocating them, The farmers help maintain the ecological balance and promote a more humane way of dealing with wildlife conflicts. While traps may be effective, some farmers use guns as a last resort. However, this method requires special permits and extensive training to ensure safety and effectiveness. Farmers must apply for permits from local authorities before using guns and ensure they are well trained in firearm safety and marksmanship. Obtaining these permits can be time-consuming and involves thorough background checks and assessments of the farmer's knowledge and skills in handling firearms. Once permits are granted, farmers must adhere to strict regulations on when and how to use their weapons. This includes specific times of day when shooting is allowed, designated areas where firearms can be discharged, and conditions under which shooting is permissible. Farmers are trained to use firearms to scare away invading monkeys without causing harm. The sound of gunfire is often enough to frighten off a large group of monkeys, deterring them from returning to the farmlands. Moreover, regular training sessions keep farmers updated on the latest safety protocols and techniques for using firearms effectively. Although this method effectively deters monkeys, it requires stringent regulations and guidelines to ensure the safety of both humans and animals. Farmers must obtain proper permits and licenses before using firearms and must follow strict rules on how and when they can shoot. This method is not meant to harm the monkeys, but to scare them away and prevent further crop damage. Some farmers also employ non-lethal deterrents such as loud noises, flashing lights, and even trained guard dogs to keep monkeys away from their crops. These methods are not only practical but also do not harm the monkeys. These methods may seem extreme, but they are necessary to protect the livelihoods of farmers who rely on their crops for survival. While dealing with invasive monkeys can be challenging and frustrating for farmers, finding a balance between human development and wildlife conservation is essential. Monkeys play an important role in the ecosystem by dispersing seeds and controlling insect populations. Completely eliminating them may have unintended consequences on the environment. Firearms provide an essential advantage to the user in maintaining a safe distance from potentially dangerous animals, such as baboons. This is a necessary precaution, especially considering monkey aggressiveness and potential for danger when provoked or feeling threatened. Farmers constantly find new and innovative ways to protect their crops from invasive monkeys. As human-wildlife conflicts continue to rise, we must find humane and sustainable solutions that protect our livelihoods and maintain a balance between humans and nature. We can coexist with wildlife in harmony with careful planning and creative thinking. It is a continuous battle between humans and wildlife. As human populations grow and encroach upon natural habitats, conflicts like this will become more prevalent. Farmers must continue finding innovative and ethical ways to protect their crops while promoting coexistence with wildlife. Traps and guns may be temporary solutions, but sustainable methods that benefit humans and animals are critical to long-term success in managing these conflicts. Only then can we truly achieve a balance between nature and civilization. We must all take responsibility for finding sustainable solutions to human-wildlife conflicts. This can include supporting local farmers by purchasing their produce, educating ourselves on wildlife conservation and ethical farming practices, and advocating for policies that promote coexistence with nature. By working together, we can create a more harmonious relationship between humans and wildlife, ensuring a better future for both. So stay connected for new such exciting videos, and also like and share these informational videos to maintain balance between farmers and animals.